Welcome to Guitar Course Week 1. This is video 1, so you should be looking at your sheet right now, and feel free to download it if you don't have it yet. And we're going to cover some of the basics today, so pay attention. Remember, we want to have good, effective practice and efficient practice because that is going to set you up for learning big, complicated things later on in the future. But these are the basics right now, so we got to make sure that we learn them well as how to practice well. So you're going to practice with me on this. First thing is just how to hold a guitar. So when you're holding a guitar, the curved part of your guitar, this is called the shoulder, it sits on your right leg, and you just pull it into your body. You kind of hug your guitar. Your right arm comes up and over, and it doesn't need to go too far over. You're not going to be hugging it that much, like giving a big bear hug. You're just going to maybe even rest your elbow right here where the side and the front come together. And what you want is your right hand to come and be able to strum the strings. When you buy a guitar, when you have a guitar given to you, sometimes, especially when you're a kid, the guitar can be too big, and the indication for that is that your shoulder goes way up like this, and you're trying to strum like that. It's really uncomfortable, and it doesn't work too well. The other indication is that your guitar is too small, and you're kind of like this to strum. Usually, instead of over the sound hole, you're strumming up here on the fretboard, and that's okay. It's easier to play with a small guitar than it is a guitar that is too big, but try to get one that's about the right size for you. Your left hand right now is just going to hold the guitar up here around the neck. Okay, you're not going to squeeze any of the strings. You're just going to let it be. So that's all you're going to do there. Now, we want to talk a little bit about music today. We have to get some of the basics under our belts so that we can understand what we're doing. When we have music, we have beats, and we always divide the number of beats of the song into groups of 4. And so we always count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeating it as we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we repeat again. That's always the way that we do it. And each of those groups of 4, we divide it up and we call it a measure. So if I refer to like measure 2, then you'll know that it's the second group of 4, and it has that line that goes vertically so that you can see where the measures divide up. So next thing to learn is the names of the strings. And there are 6 strings on a guitar. I have a neat little way of helping you remember it. There are, we're going to start here at the lowest string there is, the low E string. And we're going to know that's E because I'm going to tell you a story about a goat. His name is Eddie. So the first string is Eddie. And Eddie ate dynamite. And we say, goodbye, Eddie. And yeah, because when you eat dynamite, you blow up, right? Poor goat. And so once again, that's Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Now, if you just want the names, it's E-A-D-G-B-E. All right, and so here's what we're going to do. We want to learn that. And so you're going to, with your right hand, if you have a pick, see how my thumb is, the pick goes to the side of my thumb? Like that. I don't want it to go straight up like that. That's not how I want to do it, because if I do that, I have to curve my wrist. I don't want my wrist to curve. I want to have it go straight out the side of my thumb, pointing towards me, so that I can keep a nice straight wrist as I strum. Okay? You don't have to lock it up. You can keep it relaxed, but I don't want it to curve too much. And then we're going to just pluck one string at a time, starting with the low and going to the high. And we'll say the names as we go. If you don't have a pick or you don't want to use one, just use the side of your thumb as well, just like you would a pick. And it's actually kind of a good way, especially for younger students, because you can really feel the strings instead of having to kind of guess with the pick a little bit more or even look as much. So here we go. You ready? Let's start with the low string and say the word with me as we go. Let's try it with the sentence first. Ready, go. Eddie, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, and go. Dynamite, 2, 3, and good. 3, 4. Bye, 2, 3, 4. Eddie, 2, 3, 4. Good. Did you notice that we held each of them for 4 counts? Okay, let's do the same thing again this time. Instead of saying the sentence, let's say the note name. So E-A-D-G-B-E. And you can look at your paper at this. Read the paper. Let it help you with you, okay? Here we go. Starting on the low string again on the E. Ready, go. E, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, I'm going to add a little beat to that now, and so we could get a better sense of the organization of the rhythm. So let me come over to my computer here. I'll count off the same. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. And E, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. Now I want to try one more time, but this time I want to do a little bit more. You know how we've been organizing each measure into groups of 4 and we've been counting to 4? I want to see if we can play each string 4 times to the beat. So if I count off 1, 2, 3, 4, E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, 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 B, 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 E, 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 E. You see how I did that? Try it with me one time, and then we'll try it with the beat, okay? So start on the low note. Let's go a little slower. So 1, 2, 3, go. E, 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 A, 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 and D, 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 and G, 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 and B, 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 and E, 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 E. All right, good job. Ready for the beat? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, 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 B, 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 and E. Good. Okay. Let's do it one more time just for practice. When we practice, we try to repeat things, but we have to repeat it correctly. Otherwise, we're practicing the wrong thing and we're not really learning how to play guitar well. So make sure you're doing it right. And I'm going to actually play a little accompaniment. So you play your part. Play the strings 4 times each until you get to the high E, and you just play that one time. And I'll play a little accompaniment. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. E, A, D, and G, and B, and E. There you go. Good job. All right, that's pretty much it for the first video. And so practice that maybe one more time. We want to keep repeating things and doing it right and well the first time. Tomorrow, go on to video 2. I'll review these things, and we'll go on to our first song, Spanish Flair. Thanks.